Hey our friends, today we're drawing a zombie from Garden Warfare.
A z-mech!
Alright, we hope you're going to follow along with us. You have something to draw with and some paper in front of you. How often do we do these lessons?
Monday through Friday.
Yes, we do them every day, Monday through Friday, every week. Alright dudes, you ready to start?
Yeah!
We're going to use colored pencils to color our z-mech. At the end, we're going to use yellow, red, this is kind of a red-brown, a dark brown, and then orange, green, and gray. We'll put those off to the side. We're going to use our Sharpies first, and you don't have to use a Sharpie if you don't want to, right?
Yes.
If you feel more comfortable drawing with a pencil, use a pencil. Now, if you are using a Sharpie, you want to make sure that you have more than one sheet of paper so that your drawing doesn't end up on the table. Mom and Dad would not be happy about that.
You would never be happy about that.
First, we're going to draw the little guy, the little zombie inside of the mech, okay? So we're going to draw him really small in the middle of our paper so that we have room for the big robot at the end. So we're going to draw his eyes first. We're going to draw a little circle, and we're going to draw it pretty small so that we have room for the whole thing. Then we're going to leave a little space, and we're going to draw a bigger circle because he has crazy eyes.
Yes.
And then we're going to use the tip of our Sharpie to just draw a little dot inside of there for his one eye, and then a little dot inside of the other eye. Good job. Now we're going to draw his helmet. And we're going to draw a rainbow line that starts on this side, goes over, and connects to the other side. Good. Now we're going to draw another rainbow line that goes over the top even further, goes over, and then comes back down. And we're going to stop on the side of his eye. Good. Yeah. And then we're going to connect it. And then right at the top, we can just draw a little oval for the top of his helmet. There we go. Now let's draw his nostrils. Two little ovals in the middle. And then we can also, I think he has a little wrinkle in his forehead right there.
Yes.
Okay, now let's draw the bottom of his head. We're going to start on this side. This eye, we're going to draw a U shape that comes all the way over and connects to the helmet on this side. Good. Now we're going to draw his mouth, and it's a peanut shape, or let's see, a bean shape.
Yeah.
So we'll draw a circle.
Love beans.
We'll draw a smile first, a little curve, and then on the end of that smile, we're going to curve back around and go over to the other side. So his mouth is open. And then inside of that, we're going to draw his teeth. So we're going to draw one tooth on the left, and then another tooth on the right. And then he has 3 teeth down here. And if you have enough room to fit them in, you can. If you don't, you can leave one tooth out if there's not enough room. Good job, man. We did it. We finished his face. Okay, now let's draw the cockpit where he's sitting.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to draw a big U shape that's underneath his head. So we're going to start here, and we're going to draw this U shape that goes under his body like this and comes back over to this side. So we don't want it to be too big, so we need room for his arms. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to draw a rainbow line that connects from the left over to the right side. Good. Now let's draw his hands, and they're on little joysticks that steer his mech. So we're going to draw a rainbow line here. That's for one hand, or an upside down U shape, and then we'll do another one over here for his other hand. Good. Now, right at the top, let's draw the joystick coming out, the little control stick, and we'll do that on the other side also. Now, let's draw his body. So we'll connect his hand to his head, and then we'll connect his head down to the mech over here. And he's wearing a vest. It looks like a construction vest. So let's draw another line here, and then we'll draw one more line here. Okay, let's draw a little chair in there for him. So we're going to draw an upside down L shape or an upside down J shape. Goes up and into his head. Then we'll imagine it going behind his head, and it will come out on the other side and come back down.
He's super small.
Yeah, he is really small, but his mech is massive.
Me and Austin call him the Munchkin.
Now we're going to draw the rest of the details on his body. So right here, let's draw a line that comes up, and it's going to curve at the top. Good. Now right here, we're going to draw the same thing. We're going to draw that same line. It's going to start here and we're going to curve just like we did on the other side. Now at the top, let's connect these two lines with another curve. That's the top of his mech. Nice. Now he has this cool vent right here. So let's draw another curve that goes over the top. And then we're going to draw two lines that are diagonal. One on this side and one on the other side. If we go too fast, tell our art friends what they can do.
Pause the video!
Yeah. So then we connect at the top and let's color this in. Now let's draw a stripe right down the middle of this vent. So we're going to draw a curve, connects the top to the vent, and then it goes through and connects to the cockpit. Then we're going to draw another line just like that right next to it. Now let's draw the light down here on the bottom of his mech, the bottom of his body. So draw an oval shape, and then inside of that oval shape we're going to draw a moon shape. See how that's half of a circle? Good. Now let's connect right here. We're going to connect. We're going to come underneath our mech, and then we're going to connect over to the light. Now we're going to imagine this line coming through the light, coming up, and then connecting into that line on the right. Good job. Now let's draw the light on the other side over here. So we're going to draw a C shape. Good. And then we'll draw that little moon shape. That same little line right here, we'll draw it on this side. See how that looks 3D? This light looks like it's facing off this way, and this light is pointing down to the right. Now in the middle, he has this cool armor, and he's got a skull symbol. So let's draw a line here and a line over here, and then we're going to draw the skull in the middle. So let's draw one eye, a little circle, and then a bigger eye. Good. Now we're going to draw an oval that goes all the way around the two eyes, but it doesn't connect. See how there's a gap at the bottom? And then down here at the bottom, we'll draw two lines that connect. And then let's draw the teeth. So 3 lines, 1, 2, 3. Looks like a skull, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That was a really simple way to draw a skull. Next, we're going to draw his left arm. So we'll come up here, and there's a little detail that's on his shoulder. Good. And I'm going to draw this a little further down. Now on this detail, there are some circles. Let's color in 3 circles. Good job. Now let's draw a shoulder. So it's going to come out and down. And then we'll connect it back into his body. Then we'll draw another line connecting into his body. And then right here at the top, we're going to draw, he has more armor sticking out. So we'll draw another line on top and then connect that into his shoulder. Now let's color in that top detail, and we'll also color in this shoulder detail on the bottom. Next, we're going to draw his bicep. It's going to be a line that comes down from his shoulder. And then we're going to draw the other side of his arm. It comes down. Good. And then right at the bottom, let's curve it in. Almost looks like a J. Good. Now we're going to draw the forearm. So we'll connect these 2 lines. And then we'll extend the bottom out just a little further. Next, let's draw a diagonal line coming down. And then another diagonal line over here. And see how they're getting closer together?
Yeah.
This is his wrist, and then we'll connect his wrist. Good. Now let's come back here, and we're going to add little part lines, separations in his bicep. Make him look like a machine. Now let's draw some of these cool features on his forearm. We're going to draw a box on the top, and then we'll draw 2 rectangles inside of this box. 2 small ones. And at the bottom, let's add 2 circles. Look like rivets holding the metal parts together. Next, let's draw his hand. We're going to draw the other part of his wrist. So we'll leave a little gap and then a straight line. And you can draw that, let's draw that a little taller on both sides. And you're gonna go off the paper, you're running out of room, and that's okay. So just imagine it going off, and then we're gonna draw his thumb. So we're gonna draw an upside down L, and then we're gonna curve back around into his hand for the thumb. Now let's draw his fingers. So we'll draw another upside down L. Good, and you can draw the bottom part. There you go. You could draw the bottom part of his hand coming back into the paper. Good, and then we'll finish drawing a backwards L back up to his thumb. It looks like a rectangle when you're all done. Now let's add his fingers. So we're gonna add 3 lines in here. 1, 2, 3. Good, and then let's finish his hand into his fingers. And then we'll connect his hand to his wrist. We did it, man. We did one arm. He looks really cool, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Are you having fun?
Yes.
All right, good. Let's do his other arm. Okay, we're gonna draw the same parts that were on this arm, but we're gonna draw it on this side in a different position.
Okay.
So the first thing was the feature right here that has these rivets on there. So we're gonna draw another curve, comes down really far. See how it's close to the top and close to the bottom. Now let's draw 2 little lines coming in or out, the top and the bottom, and then we'll connect them. Then let's draw those 3 rivets. Now we're going to connect this into his body. So a line there at the top and also down at the bottom. Now let's draw his shoulder. So we'll draw the curve coming out. This is for this part over here. And then we're going to connect it into his body. And then remember how we had an extra line at the bottom, and then we'll color that in. Now he has this extra black piece of armor up here. So we're going to draw another line that comes out. And then connect it into his shoulder, and then we'll color that piece in. Now this arm over here is in a different position, so we're going to draw his forearm first, and then we'll connect it in for his bicep. So let's draw a line. This line is this same line over here on his forearm, and then we're going to draw the 2 diagonal lines that come close together to his wrist. Good, and then we'll connect the bottom. Then we're going to draw that box that we drew over here. And then the 2 little rectangles. What was next?
His rivets.
Yeah, these 2 rivets. We'll draw them on the left side. And then let's connect it into his shoulder. So we'll draw a line there, and then also a diagonal line over here. And then on his bicep, we have those lines going across. Cool, man. I like it. Now, I like how this one's bigger than this side because that makes it look like this arm is closer to us.
Yes.
All right, let's draw his hand. So we're going to draw that same first line that we drew over here. And then this is the back of his hand, so we're not going to see all of his thumb. We'll just draw a little L shape. And then we're going to draw another L shape that's longer underneath. And then this is going to connect back up into his wrist. Good job. Now let's draw 3 lines. 1, 2, 3 for the back of his fingers. Next, we can connect it into his wrist. Now there's one last little detail under his armpit. Draw that little line connecting to his bicep. What's he missing, dude?
His legs.
Yeah, he's missing his legs. Let's draw that next. So right here, we're going to draw a U shape right underneath the skull. Good. And then we're going to draw a bigger U shape that comes further down, and it's going to come back up. We're going to draw a line that comes down here, and we're going to draw a line that comes out on the other side too. Keep it together. And then let's connect that back into his body on both sides. Now let's draw the bottom part. So we'll draw another U shape here, and we're going to draw another U shape on this side. Now we're going to draw his thighs. So we're going to draw a line, a diagonal line that touches that U shape. And then we're going to draw that same line over here. And we're going to do these at the same time since he's symmetrical and his legs look the same on both sides. So right here we're going to draw a square U shape. We're going to go down, over, and then back up. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. Down, over, and then connect back up. Good. All right, now let's add all of the cool features on his thigh.
Okay.
So we're going to draw a line that comes down on both sides. And this line is close to the inside. Good. Now on the left side, we're going to draw a rectangle. We'll draw a rectangle that fits right inside of his leg. And then we'll add 2 lines for the vent. Then we're going to draw that same rectangle over here. And then the 2 lines for the vents. Cool, man. All right, now let's draw his knees. So we're going to draw a circle first.
And that's his knee.
That's his knee. And then we're going to draw a line that matches this diagonal line. See how that looks the same? And then we'll connect back into his leg with a C shape. Oh, and then we have this big space right here. We can connect that in. Good. All right, let's repeat those steps over here. We'll draw a circle, diagonal line, backwards C shape, and then connect it. Now we're going to draw the bottom half of his leg. So we'll draw a line that starts up here above the circle, comes down, and then we're going to draw another line that goes over and back up, backwards L shape. Good, and then right here on the side we're going to draw another line that goes right down the middle. And then at the very bottom, let's draw a line that goes all the way across. And then the very bottom, we're going to color that in. Now we're going to repeat those steps over here also. So we'll draw that little line, that first line, then a diagonal line down, and then an L shape that comes over and up. And then we drew this line down, right?
Yeah.
Okay, right down the side. And then we draw that line across the bottom. And then color it in. Okay, what's the last thing we need to draw?
His feet!
Yeah, we need to draw his feet. Right here, let's draw a curve. Okay, and then we'll draw a curve over here on this side. And this one's a little bigger. And then we'll connect the top. Then we'll also connect the bottom. Good. Now right here on the end, we're going to draw 3 boxes for his toes. So we'll start here on the edge. We'll draw an upside down U shape that's square. Second one, and then a third one. Good job. And then 1 line right next to it. Now on the left side, let's color it in. And we're also going to color in those boxes. Now we're going to repeat those exact same steps, but flipped for his left foot. So we'll draw the little curve for his heel, a bigger curve over here for the front of his foot. Then we'll connect the top, and we'll also connect the bottom. Then we're going to draw his toes. Draw 3 boxes, 1, 2, 3. And then that line, and then we'll color in the right side and the boxes. And the very last thing, let's connect his feet in. So we'll do 2 lines for his ankle on this side and also on the other side. Dude, we finished him, except I totally forgot we're missing where the rockets shoot out of his shoulders.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll draw a line right next to the stripe. Then we're going to draw a longer line right next to his shoulder. And we'll draw a short line in so it looks like a backwards L. And then we'll connect it. Cool, that's where the rockets shoot out. Now we're going to draw that same thing over here on the left side. So a small line, then a long line. Then we'll do that L shape. And then the diagonal line that connects. Perfect. Now at the very top of these, let's draw a rainbow line, a small one. there over that one, and then a small one over on this side. Now we did it, man. Good job. You did awesome. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
All right, let's put our markers off to the side. We got our colored pencils. And this part we are going to fast forward. There's a lot of coloring to do. So you guys can pause the video when we're all done so that you can match the color. You ready to fast forward?
Yes.
Let's do it right now. Checkers, man, we did it. Good job. You did awesome. I love how you colored him. Now you guys at home can pause the video so that you can match the color. And there's a lot of coloring, huh?
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool details. One last little thing that we did too is when we were coloring in the cockpit, we left this little white moon shape, this little crescent right here, so that it looks like there's glass in front of him. So it looks like there's light reflecting off of the glass. It's really cool. He turned out awesome. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
And we hope you had a lot of fun drawing your z-mechs with us. Remember, it's okay if your drawings don't look exactly like ours. Ours look different, right? Because the most important thing is
Have fun.
yes, to have fun. And we'll see you later, our friends. Goodbye.
Bye.